Hello, my name is Anusha Sareen. I'm currently the reigning Miss Middlesex and I'm a finalist for Miss England, which is only 3.5 weeks away. So 7 years ago, actually, I entered my first beauty pageant with Miss England, and I was only 19, and I think at this stage of my life, I wasn't as prepared to deal with all the responsibilities that being in a beauty pageant encompasses. So I spent the past 7 years just developing my character, understanding myself more and gaining a lot more life experience. So I became a biomedical graduate, I opened my first coffee shop and I sold that actually this year. I opened a textile business too and I'm currently working on that now alongside a couple of campaigns. So I think doing all the things I've done since that point has really developed me as a person, and I've really understood my purpose, and I know that from here on I want to achieve things a little bit greater than just my 9-to-5 work. I want to inspire people and I want to actually make a difference in people's lives. So I think now being a part of Miss England and being Miss Middlesex, I have that platform to go to schools, to speak to children, and they really do listen because they obviously can see all the experience I've had, and it's just so it's so beautiful seeing these children, learn and grow and changing their perspective on beauty queens, because they always come up to me and they say, oh wow, I love your crown and I love your sash, but really I tell them it's not just about the sash and the crown, it is so much more than that. It's very much about being a wholesome person. It's about, enjoying hobbies and passions and helping people and just following your heart, really. It's not about the looks, it's about the beauty that comes from within, and that really is why I've entered the Miss England pageant this year. So being a British Asian doesn't have any effect on me being a part of this pageant. If anything, I think maybe it gives me a bit of an edge because I have a slightly different culture to me. I have been brought up in an Indian family, and my parents have instilled morals and values with me, and I think I will carry those forward indefinitely because they make me who I am. Being a hard worker, I've definitely got that from my mum and dad because they've been hard workers their entire lives. The amount of sacrifice that they've had to do for me and my brother to be where we are today, I have so much respect for them, and they support my journey because obviously I'm doing the most with what I have, and they only give me love and respect for that. I think being a British Asian in itself it gives me an edge, and it gives me a slight, a unique feel. We have a huge Asian community in the UK, and I would love to represent both the British community and the Asian community with my knowledge and my experience. The Miss England organisation does not degrade women at all. If anything, it really embraces womanhood. It embraces our talents, our experiences. It embraces our knowledge. It tests us in so many areas. So we have about 10 rounds, maybe more. We have a round that tests our ability to contact the press and arrange publicity. We have a round that tests our environmental knowledge. So I'll be making an eco dress, which will be targeting the ocean's plastic rescue this year. And previous to this, I did a dress for veganism. And after that, I also created a dress that was inspired by the last 4 decades of fashion. And I chose 4 inspirational women to represent with my dress. And these dresses are actually made from entirely recyclable materials. So these are just a couple of the rounds. We do have, a beautiful hair round, which tests our ability to present ourselves, because presentation is very important when we're out in public. And that is sponsored by Stages Hair Design, who give us a beautiful product, which I'm actually wearing today. And we also have the $1 Billion Smile Award. So I've actually I used the products yesterday for my teeth. And there's a couple of rounds that they test us in very different ways. Our ability to work with new sponsors, but also our abilities to present ourselves and just be all-rounded individuals. I think feminism is purely about a woman having her own choice to do whatever she wants. It's not about putting a woman in a box and saying this is what feminism encompasses, because there are feminists out there that attack women for being in bikinis, or they attack women for just having their own choices in life. And bikinis are one area, but there are other things. I mean, you can't stop attacking women on so many different areas, and that all comes down to opinions. That's got nothing to do with feminism. Feminism is purely about giving a woman her own choice to make whatever decision she wants, because she is an individual and she is an equal, and that is all that matters. So I don't feel that the beauty pageant does encourage, in equal rights. I think that's not a word, is it? Sorry. I don't think Miss England, sorry, I'm just getting a bit tongue-tied now. Miss England does not encourage inequality at all, because it actually says to women, do whatever you want. If you want to be in this round, it's optional. The beach round for the Miss Premier Ceylon is an optional beach beauty round. You don't have to be involved. Things like even the beautiful hair rounds and the $1 billion smile rounds that are a little bit more about looks are completely optional, and it encourages women to just embrace their own sense of individuality. So I definitely have to say that I mean, I wouldn't be a part of this organization if I thought otherwise. So with the Miss Middlesex title that I received in May, I have been going around to community events. They have been encouraging me to do raffle draws. I've been doing, the best cake awards and all sorts of little events around North London. And I've not stuck to just, my area, which is Barnet. I've gone to Harrow, I've gone to Brent, and I've been in central London, just supporting all over London, because I think it's all about working together through all the communities. And I think with the platform, I have actually had a little bit more interest in terms of my journey, and I think that it's helped because I've got 2 campaigns that I'm currently working on, which are the I Am Me campaign and the Pen Pal project, and both of these have been created by myself, but they have received a lot more interest because of my background with the Miss England organisation. I feel that my entry to Miss England is very much rooted by my desire for more, my desire to impact the world, and my desire to really make a change. I found that the campaigns that I have created are really rooted from my heart. And as a child, I went through bullying, and I mean, so many children have been bullied. It's not just 1 in 100. It's nearly half of children have gone through bullying in some form. And I think that through the Miss England organisation, I'm able to, I have partnered up with the NSPCC, and we have been planning to present in schools across the UK this new campaign, which encourages children to embrace themselves, but it also prepares them in how to deal with cyberbullies online. Not only this, but it targets cyberbullies, and it tries to address the psychological issues that they have, because being a cyberbully means that there is some deep-rooted issue with them that they are trying to conceal, and I think that just by inspiring the world that way, it's a great journey, and I just don't think I want to stop, if I'm honest. I think that it's been a roller coaster of a ride, and regardless of the outcome in September, I'm going to just continue forward. So my plans for the future are, I hope to continue the campaigns. I have the Pen Pal project that I am working on, and this one has been instilled in 5 different centres so far. It is a project that encompasses the traditional method of communication. So although social media has taken over, we are encouraging people and residents in assisted living care homes and those with special special needs to get involved in this project, because it bridges the gap between the communities. A lot of these residents are confined within their own homes and they don't actually get to go out much. So this really will offer them a new companion, and more than that, we will be having annual meetings between the pen pals, and this way they'll actually be able to get out and, you know, see these people that they've been building a friendship with over the months. So the future is it holds a lot. It holds a lot, and I can't say where I'm going to go, but I know I'm going to continue on this journey because it's been absolutely rewarding, and the amount of people that I've met along this way have really shaped me and have provided me with friends for life, and I just can't wait to see where I go with this. Thank you so much for watching this interview, and thank you, BritAsia, for having me on your channel. If you do want to vote for me for the Miss England Finals, you just need to text Miss England 07 to 6333, and those texts do cost 50p, and you can text more than once. So yes, please do vote for me. You can stay updated with my journey as well on my social media. Thank you again.